How's it going, everybody? Let's continue on Sunday Bible study. Check volume real quick. Volume's good. Let's just keep the Corinthians in King James, see how we do. But if all prophecy and there come in one that believeth not, but one unlearned, he is convinced of all, he is judged of all, and thus are the secrets of his heart made manifest. And so falling down on his face, he will worship God and report that God is in you of all truth. How is it then, brethren, when you come together, every one of you have a psalm, have a doctrine, have a tongue, have a revelation, have an interpretation? Let all things be done unto edifying. Again, this goes back to Bible studies before, so I'm not going to continue to go over this explanation. You should be watching the playlist from the beginning. Anyway, if you got any questions, though, just ask them in the comments of this video. If any man speak in an unknown tongue, let it be by two, or at the most by three, and that by course, and let one interpret. Of course, this does not take place today. The earth is not supernatural. But if there be no interpreter, let him keep silent in the church, and let him speak to himself and to God. Let the prophet speak two or three, let the other judge. But if any be revealed, another that sitteth by, let the first hold his peace. For ye may all prophesy one by one, that all may learn, and that may be comforted by the spirits of the prophets, and are subject to the prophets. For God is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints. But he is the gigantic God of confusion to the goats. That's why he speaks in parables. Jesus, why do you speak of them in parables? Because it is meant for you to know the mysteries of the kingdom, but for them it is not meant to be known. He is the absolute author of confusion to the lost sheep or goat community. Let your women keep silence in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law. Again, this was back then that it's speaking about. Don't get put off by that. He that overcometh shall inherit all. Revelation 21, 7 through 15. He that overcometh, all sheep will, shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. Here are the goats. Ready? But the fearful, the unbelieving, and the abominable, and the murderers, and the whoremongers, and the sorcerers. Sorcery is connecting to the demonic spirit realm by any means necessary. And idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. And there came unto me 7 angels, which had the 7 vials full of the 7 last plagues. Now, has the wrath of God already taken place? We've already seen the bride come out. Yes, remember, this is John's vision, not word by word, order by order, as the end times takes place. Because the plagues, as we know, had already taken place. And it's also just saying that there came unto him one of the 7 angels, perhaps, which had previously had the 7 vials. So don't let that throw you off. And there came unto me one of the 7 angels, which had the 7 vials full of the 7 last plagues, again, which had already taken place, the plagues have. So this is either just the angel that had him or just John's vision as he's seeing it. And talked with me, saying, come up hither, I will show thee the bride of the Lamb's wife. So you would think, if that's what the angel is, and remember, 7 is the number for cleansing, so he had the cleansing plagues. Now that the earth is cleansed, he's now showing John the bride, the Lamb's wife. And he carried me away in the spirit into a great high mountain, and showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from God, which we had read about in yesterday's study, having the glory of God, and her light was like unto a stone most precious, even of jasper stone, clear as crystal, and had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels, the names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. On the east 3 gates. On the north, 3 gates. On the south, 3 gates. On the west, 3 gates. And on the wall of the city had 12 foundations, and in them the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb. And he talked with me, had a golden reed to measure the city and the gates thereof and the wall thereof. I'm glad you're here. I love it very much. Ask questions anytime. That's what I'm here for.